My parents abandoned me at 12 to downsize their lives and took my sister to Bora Bora. They told the courts I was a burden, then bragged about their freedom on Instagram. Now, Laura and Greg Whitmore are living out of a rusted Toyota in a Walmart parking lot. They tried to call last week. I didn't answer. Subscribe so you don't miss what's next. I used to think we were normal. Emma got piano lessons. I got hand-me-down socks. Our fridge had her drawings taped up, while my report cards collected dust. Laura once told me, boys don't need praise. That stuck. The day they said, we're staying with friends for a while. I packed one bag. No questions. I hugged Emma. Greg patted my back like a stranger. The social worker looked more sorry than my own parents at the Miller's home. Gloria made meatloaf and called me sweetheart. I didn't know how to say thank you. My first night there, I slept with my shoes on just in case. Meanwhile, Emma's birthday photo surfaced on Facebook. Balloon arches, each front candles, Greg's caption, for our sunshine. I stared at the screen until Ryan texted, wanna hang out. He never said it, but I think he knew I needed someone to see me. Every holiday, I hoped for a card, nothing, but Laura posted matching swimsuits with Emma. Their caption, freedom looks good on us. I showed Gloria. Her smile tightened, but she said nothing. Then the bank statements came. Gloria showed me. Laura had transferred money from a child support account, meant for me. It's okay, sweetheart, Gloria said. But it wasn't. They weren't just gone. They were spending the money they claimed they did not have to keep me. Gloria started keeping a folder, receipts, emails, even screenshots, just in case, she said. I stopped asking why they left. Instead, I asked why no one ever stopped them. At school, I froze when someone mentioned their parents. Ryan offered me gum in silence. It helped. One afternoon, I found a letter tucked inside my math book, from Emma. I miss you, just that. No return address. No apology. Still, I read it 3 times sophomore year. I tried messaging Laura, just one line, why did you leave me? No reply. But 2 hours later, her Instagram story showed a cruise buffet, lobster tails and mojitos. Caption, no stress, just vibes. Gloria noticed my silence at dinner. They're not your reflection, she said. I wanted to believe her, but their glow up felt like a slap. They abandoned me and got happier. What did that say about me? Ryan invited me over for Thanksgiving. His parents welcomed me like I belonged. After dinner, his mom handed me a plate to take home. I almost cried. Meanwhile, Emma's TikTok went viral, her dancing in Bali. Greg commented, my princess. I showed Ryan. He shook his head. You're better off. But that night, I couldn't sleep. I stared at the ceiling wondering what I did to make them choose a vacation over their own son. Senior year, a counselor pulled me aside. Your parents applied for college loans. In your name, my chest tightened. I hadn't spoken to them in years. They used my identity, my future. Gloria went pale. She called a lawyer that day. Emma messaged me. I didn't know. I didn't reply. Not then. Ryan punched a locker when I told him they're parasites. He said for the first time. I didn't argue. Graduation came with sun and plastic chairs. Gloria clapped the loudest. Then I saw them, Laura and Greg, smiling from the back. I froze. Emma stood beside them, wringing her hands. After the ceremony, they approached. We're proud of you, Greg said. My voice didn't shake. You used my name for debt. Laura's grin cracked. We can explain. Emma looked down. Ryan stepped in firm. You've done enough. People watched. They turned and walked away. 2 weeks later, a letter came from their lawyer. They were suing for emotional distress, claiming my silence harmed them. Gloria called it laughable. Ryan nearly broke a table, but I felt numb. Emma showed up at the Miller's doorstep, shaking. They told me you'd moved on. I believed them. I'm sorry. I let her in. We talked for hours. Not everything healed, but I really saw her for the first time since childhood. Emma brought a flash drive. You need to see this. It held emails, spreadsheets, proof they funneled funds meant for me into a shell company. My name was everywhere. Greg's note read, Adam tax offset. Gloria's hands trembled as she scrolled. We go to court, she said. Emma offered to testify. Ryan muttered, they're going down. I didn't smile. I just saved the files, printed every page, and stapled my name across the cover. The first hearing was quiet chaos. Laura wore pearls, Greg wore smugness. Their lawyer tried charm. Our lawyer presented evidence. The judge's eyes narrowed. I watched Laura squirm as the spreadsheet popped on screen. Emma didn't look at them once. Gloria squeezed my hand. Ryan sat in the back, jaw clenched. It wasn't a dramatic showdown, just facts, paperwork. But as the courtroom emptied, Greg's smirk faded. I'd finally become too real to ignore. Weeks dragged. Online, Laura claimed she was targeted by cancel culture. Emma sent me screenshots. They think I'm still on their side, she said. We planned another affidavit. Gloria coached her through each word. Ryan hacked into an old email Laura forgot, found photos, tax files, a vacation receipt tagged as childcare expense. It was the smoking gun. I didn't cheer. I just filed it under evidence and titled the folder My Worth. Finally recognized. Verdict day came. The judge ruled in our favor. Fraud restitution. Public apology required. Laura cried. Greg yelled. Security stepped in. I didn't blink. Emma whispered. They never thought you'd fight back. Ryan nodded. Gloria teared up finally. I walked out holding that folder like armor. Outside, reporters swarmed. I said nothing, just walked past. Into the sun. I wasn't a victim in their story anymore. I was the author now, and I chose closure. Months after the verdict, I got a notification. Laura tagged me in a post. Our son forgave us. I called Emma. She hadn't seen it. The photo was old, cropped from a court day. Caption, healing takes courage. Comments poured in sympathy and support. I logged out. Ryan said, they're rewriting your story. Emma emailed the platform. Gloria contacted a journalist. I started drafting a letter. If they wanted a narrative, I'd give them the truth. I published an op-ed when parents choose image over children. It went viral. I detailed the foster home, the loans, the court. I used no names, just truths. Emma shared it. Ryan backed me. Gloria cried. The backlash against them grew. Former neighbors commented. We always wondered. A podcast invited me. I declined. I wasn't chasing fame. I wanted peace. Laura deleted her profile. Greg went silent. For once, their silence comforted me. Then came the cease and desist letter, from a pre-firm. Defamation. It said. Gloria scoffed. Ryan laughed. Emma offered to testify again. Instead, I uploaded every court document to a public archive. Dates, stamps, facts, no commentary. The internet did the rest. Memes, reactions, even a Reddit thread. Parents of the year. Their lawyer quit. Their GoFundMe flopped. I kept quiet. My story wasn't drama, it was data. And data doesn't apologize. A month later, I got an email From Emma, check the attachment. It was an audio file. Greg and Laura arguing. He's making money off us now, Laura hissed. Good, Greg snapped. Let him, at least someone's paying the bills. Emma had recorded it, legally. We added it to the archive. The final crack. Ryan played it on loop, grinning. Gloria updated the file name confession. I labeled it closure. Not revenge, just documentation. An old teacher emailed me. Your piece changed how I see foster care. Then a nonprofit reached out, asked me to speak. I hesitated. Ryan nudged me, use it, I did. One event turned into 10. Emma attended the third one. We hugged, no words. I ended every talk with not all orphans are alone. Some of us were just misplaced. The applause didn't fill the ache, but it carved space for something else. Agency. Emma moved out, said she needed space from them, from guilt. We got coffee once a week. No nostalgia, just presence. Ryan joked she had better taste now. Gloria bought her houseplant. Something to grow, she said. Emma framed our old photo back when we were 7, and still believed in family. She gave it to me. I didn't hang it, but I didn't throw it away either. Some truths need shelves, not altars. Their last stunt came in the form of a reality show pitch. A strange family reunites, the producer wrote. Laura had submitted our names. I declined instantly. Emma forwarded the email to me. Horrified, Ryan offered to egg their car. I passed. Gloria laughed harder than I'd heard in months. I wrote one sentence back to the producer. Some stories don't need a reunion, they need a restraining order. Then I blocked the contact. Forever this time. During a panel on youth resilience, a teen asked, did you ever want them back? I paused, then answered, I wanted justice. I got truth instead. Afterward, she hugged me, said her dad blamed her for everything too. Emma filmed the moment. Gloria posted it with my permission. It went viral again, not because of pain, but because it showed survival. I wasn't a headline, I was proof that sometimes love finds you late but finds you still. Greg sent one last email. If you don't help us, you'll regret it. I flagged it as spam. Ryan joked about changing my name. Emma rolled her eyes. Gloria made hot cocoa. I realized then fear didn't control me anymore. I wasn't waiting for closure, I was living beyond it. I printed the email and burned it. Not for drama, for me. Some ghosts don't deserve space in the archives, just ash and goodbye. A high school invited me to speak. I wore the same shoes I had on the day I was dropped at the Millers. Scuffed, too small, but they fit again symbolically. Ryan sat in the front row. Emma beside him. Afterward, a teacher thanked me for reminding us kids aren't paperwork. I smiled, not bitter, not broken, just present. The shoes pinched a little, but they's carried me this far. That day, they carried me home. Ryan and I launched a scholarship fund for foster youth pursuing tech. We named it Not Forgotten. First award went to a girl named Tasha. She cried. I mailed her a flash drive engraved with her name. Emma helped design the logo. Gloria donated half her savings. This is legacy, she said. We didn't build a monument, we built opportunity. Not for headlines, for healing, for kids like me who once thought worth had to be earned. Emma moved into a new apartment. Her own space, no shadows. She hung up a photo of us as kids framed in gold. Because I finally see the worth, she said. Ryan brought snacks. Gloria brought tools. We spent the afternoon building shelves laughing. I gave her my old notebook, the one I once used to track their lies. Time to write new things, I told her. She nodded. No tears, just new chapters. Waiting. I used to think forgiveness was required for healing. But silence worked better. My story didn't need their redemption, it needed my autonomy. Emma, Ryan, Gloria, they gave me that. Not with grand gestures, but with presence. I don't flinch at holidays anymore. I don't check block lists. Instead I write, speak, and rest. The notebook sits full, not of pain but of proof. My life isn't a reaction to abandonment, it's a response to survival. Emma still struggles. Some nights she texts, do you think they ever loved us? I don't lie. I say maybe, but not the way we needed. That's enough. We focus on what we can build, not what we missed. Gloria's lasagna, Ryan's playlists, Emma's slow jokes, those are my holidays now. I used to want a big moment of justice. Now I treasure quiet mornings, steady friendships, and the sound of my own breath, unapologetic. Alive, free. One evening, Ryan asked, do you regret anything? I paused, just that it took so long to believe I wasn't the problem. That night, I wrote a final line in my notebook. I was always enough. Emma saw it weeks later. She added beneath it, me too. Gloria taped it to the fridge. It stayed there, not as a statement but as a record, of truth reclaimed, of identities not given, but earned through surviving, through choosing. Laura and Greg tried one final ploy, claiming elder abuse when Emma refused contact. It failed. Authorities flagged their history. They lost access to public benefits after audit fraud surfaced. No one protested. Their former friends had drifted. Gloria watched the news and sipped her tea. Parma's patient, she said. Emma didn't celebrate, just sighed. Ryan nodded. Their names stopped appearing in our searches. Their relevance faded. We didn't fight to destroy them. We fought to disappear them. Ryan and I moved into a bigger apartment, one with a balcony. We planted herbs, basil, thyme, and grow what heals. He said. Emma visited on Sundays. Gloria every other Friday. We started traditions. No forced smiles, no fake apologies, just shared meals and honesty. I framed the first check from the scholarship fund, titled it Proof of Persistence. It hangs above the bookshelf now. A life rebuilt, not in rebellion but in intention. That's our legacy. Emma launched her own small business, jewelry made from repurposed metal. From ruin to radiant, she joked. I became her first investor. Gloria wore the first piece. Ryan built her website. Orders trickled in and then surged. One customer left a note. This made me feel seen. Emma cried. Not from sadness, from validation. Her work wasn't just art, it was testimony. We didn't just survive their absence, we made it irrelevant. The future didn't include them and never would. On my 30th birthday, Gloria surprised me with a cake shaped like a folder. You case files, she laughed, but sweet this time. Emma made a charm, my initials in binary code. Ryan handed me a letter. To the one who rewrote the script. I didn't cry, I grinned. For the first time, my birthday didn't feel like a reminder of absence, it felt like a celebration of reclamation, of chosen family, of freedom earned, not granted. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe to check out more stories on my channel.